Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I hope the new year is treating you right. It is currently January 4th, so we are 4 days into January. How is it treating you? How are we doing? Okay, we're doing a quick little check-in. So far, can't complain. No complaints. 2023 is treating me right thus far. And I tend to keep it that way, okay? Okay, so we're gonna talk about a couple things. I just want to talk about it, a couple of things that I was at the gym today and they were on my mind, and thinking about like old habits that I used to do, like going into the new year, or like my New Year's resolutions or whatever. And I was thinking about that and I was like, I don't really do that anymore because I don't care. So first, let's talk about, what does New Year's mean to me? Right. I love the new year because it's like you reset. It's like you've gone through so much, in the year, and then all of a sudden it's a brand new start. You start January 1st, clean slate, clean canvas. It's like you get to start all over. It's like you get a new start, a new year to try something new and set goals, and it's cool because at the end of the year you kind of go back and you're like, okay, did I complete my goals? Did I achieve my goals? Like, what did I do? I feel like we tend to focus on the negativity part of what happened in that year, but I tend to focus more on like, okay, yeah, some things went bad, things that I don't want to ever experience again. But you know what? Let me focus on the good things that happened in 2022. All the good things. And I don't want to ever, because I feel like if you're thinking about the bad things a lot, then you're bringing them into the new year. You're kind of like still like 22 sucked, but this year is going to be my year. I don't like thinking about my years as like a negativity. Even though if they were bad, I still try to focus on the things that went well. But I love that every year we get a brand new start. It's like a fresh breath air. By the way, these are questions that I'm asking myself. Why don't you believe in New Year's resolutions? I feel like, this is my opinion, by the way. I don't want anybody to be offended. Like, listen, it's your life. You want to believe whatever you want to believe, okay? I feel like New Year's resolutions are toxic. And let me explain why. In the past, I used to do that a lot. I used to set New Year's resolutions, and like, I would be like, January 1st, here I go to the gym. I'm going to start eating clean and healthy, and I'm going to do this and that and that. I stopped making New Year's resolutions and just started making goals in general. I don't have to wait till January 1st. You can literally start whenever. Now I don't even like make a list of like my goals or my New Year's resolutions. Like I don't do that anymore. And honestly, I feel like ever since I started doing this, my mentality is just like so much like there's no pressure, there's not that like, oh my god, new year, like I have to start going to the gym tomorrow, I have to start doing all my goals starting tomorrow. Like it's just less pressure. It's healthier for me, at least. If you are down to do the new year's, that's good. That's good for you. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm talking about me. Talk about me right now, okay? Let's talk about my goals for 2023, okay? One of my biggest one is getting back to a healthier lifestyle. Back in 2017, I was just like a gym rat. I was going to the gym all the time. I was eating clean. I was fasting. My mental health was just way better, and like, not trying to sound like one of those people that like does it for looks and stuff like that, but I think when you want to do social media and you want to do like YouTube and you're staring at yourself constantly editing yourself for like 8+ hours, and then you start kind of noticing little things that you do, or like the way you look from the side, or like things that you want to fix, I think it gets very toxic. And I think back then in 2017, when I was just so healthy and I knew that I was going to the gym all the time and I was eating clean and I looked good, so I felt good, so like I was just more confident making videos. Now I feel like I start filming and then I start editing and I'm like, I can't post this because I'm so insecure. I don't like the way I look. I have a double chin from this angle. It's just not good for me. Mainly just want to get back to being healthy so that I can feel good. And it does help with creativity. It really just like today, I went to the gym and I was like, oh my god, I have so many ideas. I want to go back home and film and like you know, post a video and it's the new year and like blah, 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 blah. Health is a very important one for this year and for the rest of my life, to be honest. Another goal that I have for this year is social media in general. I think this past year, I had to really sit back and just kind of think, do I really want to do this? You know, I've been on YouTube for what, almost 6 years. I think it'll be 6 years this year. And I've kind of just been like, is this really what I want to do? Because I go through like waves where I just hate social media and I hate like what it's become. But at the same time, I love social media. Like I just love creating videos. I love posting it. I love the process. I love everything. But it's also very, you know, when you've been a small creator, actually, I'm not even a small creator. We're not gonna label ourselves. I'm just a creator. But when you've been a creator for 6 years and you are constantly just like comparing yourself to others, or you just don't notice a growth in subscribers and views, it is really, really, really discouraging. You know, it's like, it kind of makes you not want to make videos because you're like, okay, then why the hell am I creating these videos if nobody's going to watch them? So this year really, actually, you know what, the past 2 years, I feel like I'm starting to just focus on views and likes and subscribers, and it's not healthy for me. It's getting very toxic. It's getting very like, I don't want to do this anymore because I just don't see myself growing, and it's so toxic. It's so toxic. And you know what? I like always preach about this to my best friend, my roommate, you know, and my other friends. I'm always like, don't compare yourself. Don't look at the counts. Don't look at subscribers, the views, blah, 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 blah. But like, here I am also doing it. Like, I am 100% guilty. And it is upsetting. It is really upsetting. And I'm really, really trying to not do that anymore. You know, so that's like, I know that this is what I want to do. You know, I would love to just stay home and create content for as long as I can, or as long as you guys allow me to. But I think I need to turn that mentality around and just figure out a different way to go about this. And maybe, I don't know. This is still a work in progress, but I do know that I want to continue making videos, and I want to find new ways to challenge myself. I started posting on TikTok more. And I mean, YouTube has always been my long-term goal. Like, I love making videos. I just love it. I love it. And I do want to continue making videos for you guys. Although I am very proud of myself because last year I was more consistent than I'm usually am. So I am proud of myself. And I am proud because I got more brand deals last year, and that is just, it makes me feel good. Another goal for this year is really prioritize my time. I feel like I tend to get easily distracted. I tend to, you know, if I know that I have to film a video and I need to do other stuff, it's so easy for me to just, if someone is like, you want to hang out? And I'm like, I have to do this, but you know what? That sounds more fun. So yes. So I need to prioritize my time. And at the end of the day, I need to be like, okay, do you want to go hang out with friends? Or do you want to work on your career that is going to be more of a long term? So that's another big one for me. Just focusing on myself, to be honest, focus on me. And, you know, back in 2017, I ghosted everyone. And you know what? I ghosted literally everybody, like all of my friends. I only kept one person that I would talk to here and there, and that is my roommate / best friend. I ghosted everybody. I would respond to some text messages, but like, I just wasn't really involved, you know, and I kind of like out of the blue, literally just cut cold turkey everybody. Didn't explain why I was doing. I just got fed up with life. I was just kind of like, everybody's distracting me from my goals and dreams. And I was like, I need to make time for myself so I can do the things that I've always wanted to do. I mean, that year was amazing. I went vegetarian. I always wanted to go vegetarian, but I felt like it was hard because every time I hung out with friends, like I was easily like, you know, they would be like, like, don't go vegetarian, you should eat meat, blah, 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 blah. So it was so hard. But that year I went vegetarian and it was the best thing I've ever done. Best decision. Like, I loved it so much. I was a gym rat. I was going to the gym every day. I lost so much weight. I got to my like, just mentally and my physically, I looked amazing. I was so confident. It was just amazing. It was amazing. And then when I was ready, I started talking to my friends again. And it was amazing. I loved it. I 10 out of 10 would recommend you to do that. If you are struggling to make time for yourself, I 10 out of 10 would recommend. So these are basically all of my goals for 2023 / the rest of my life. I just want to continue. Oh, and I want to save money. I forgot about that one. I want to save money. And one advice that I can give to you: cut all those toxic people out of your life. Cut them. And you know who they are. You know you've been wanting to cut them for such a long time, but something is stopping you from doing it. And it's time to cut those toxic people out of your life, okay? Those friends who are not really your friends. The friends who kind of bully you when you're hanging out in a big group, you need to cut those bitches out, okay? Those friends who don't celebrate your wins, you need to cut them out, babe. Those friends who don't reach out at all and you feel like you have to do all the work. Listen, babe, I was there before, okay? I have been that friend that always reaches out to people. I am always like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, you want to go hang out? Hey, I'm off today. Hey, you want to go to the beach? You want to do this? You want to come over? You want to blah, 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 blah? I have been that person. And you know, the sad part is when you stop reaching out to people and you start noticing how many people reach out after that, it gets you in a very dark place. Because when I decided to do that, I said, you know what? I'm not going to reach out to anybody anymore. And I'm going to see how many people reach out to me. Only 2 people ever reached out. 2. Even till this day that I'm still like talking to, you know, that I have friends and all this blah, blah, blah. People barely reach out to me. And the ones that do, I'm so grateful. And I'm like, you know what? That's all I need. I just need 1 or 2 friends because I just don't need that anymore. I want to hang out with the people that want to hang out with me. So cut those toxic people out, and trust me, it'll be hard at first, but you're going to be so grateful that you did it, because it's just going to show you who really is there for you, and your life is just going to be so much better. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a great rest of your fucking week. I will see you next week with a new video. And yeah, I love you guys. Go drink some water, have some coffee, eat some good food, and just live your life. All right. Bye, guys. Mwah! Bye.